Win the first hour. Win the day. The psychology of morning momentum *, why you keep losing your days before they even begin, and how to take them back starting tomorrow morning. You don't lose your day at 3 p.m. You lose it at 7 a.m. quietly, unconsciously, one small choice at a time. The snooze button, the scrolling, the rushing, the reacting instead of leading. What if the real difference between average people and high achievers isn't talent, but how they spend the first hour of their day? Because once you understand the psychology of morning momentum, you don't just wake up. Take control. Point 1. Small morning choices compound into massive life outcomes. One of the most powerful truths from the compound effect is this: your life is not shaped by big, dramatic actions, but by small, repeated choices. And nowhere is this more obvious than in your morning. Every morning, you're making decisions that feel insignificant. Hit snooze or get up, scroll your phone. Or sit in silence, rush out the door, or prepare with intention individually. These choices seem harmless, but compounded over weeks, months, and years, they define your identity. Darren Hardy emphasizes that success isn't about intensity, it's about consistency. And the morning is the most consistent part of your day. Why? Because before the world interrupts you, before emails, messages, and responsibilities flood in, you have a window of control. This is your leverage point. Let's break it down psychologically. In the morning, your brain is in a more impressionable state. Your willpower is at its highest. Your mental bandwidth is fresh and uncluttered. This means the habits you practice during this time are more likely to stick and more likely to influence the rest of your day. So when you start your day with discipline, clarity, and intention, you're not just completing a routine, you're setting a trajectory. Think of it like pushing the first domino. If the first domino falls in the right direction, everything else follows. But if it falls off course, you spend the rest of the day trying to recover. This is why high performers protect their mornings. Not because they have more time, but because they understand that the first hour multiplies everything that comes after. To successful people don't react in the morning, they lead themselves first in the success principles. Jack Canfield highlights a fundamental idea. You are 100% responsible for your life. But most people start their mornings in a reactive state. They wake up and immediately check notifications, respond to messages, think about problems, rush into obligations before they even realize it. Their mood, energy, and focus are already controlled by external inputs. This is the opposite of leadership. High achievers do something different. They lead themselves first. Instead of asking, "What does the world need from me today?" they ask, "Who do I need to become today?" That shift is everything. Because when you start your day reacting, you operate from pressure. When you start your day leading, you operate from purpose. Jack Canfield talks about the importance of visualization, affirmations, and clarity in the morning. These aren't just feel-good habits, they're psychological tools. Visualization trains your brain to recognize opportunities aligned with your goals. Affirmations rewire your internal dialogue. Clarity reduces decision fatigue. In simple terms, you're programming your mind before the world programs it for you. And here's the key insight. If you don't decide your mindset in the morning, someone else will decide it for you. The news, social media, other people's expectations. So instead of starting your day by consuming, start by creating. Create your focus. Create your energy. Create your direction. Because the most successful people don't just wake up, they take command. 3. Your morning sets the emotional tone for your entire life in your best life now. Joel Osteen emphasizes the power of mindset and emotional alignment, especially at the start of the day. He suggests that how you begin your morning doesn't just affect your productivity, shapes your emotional state, and your emotional state shapes your results. Think about it. When you wake up stressed, rushed, or negative, everything feels harder. Small problems feel bigger, interactions feel more draining, motivation feels out of reach. But when you wake up grounded, grateful, intentional, something shifts. You become more patient, more focused, more resilient. This isn't just motivational lights. It's neurological. Your brain looks for evidence to match your emotional state. So if you start your day with gratitude and confidence, your mind actively searches for reasons to reinforce that feeling. Joel Osteen often talks about starting the day with positive declarations. Not because life is perfect, but because your perspective determines your experience. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges. It means choosing your starting point, because life will test you during the day. That's inevitable. But if you begin your day from a place of strength, you don't break as easily. You bend. You adapt. You continue forward, and over time, this emotional consistency becomes a quiet superpower. You don't just have better mornings, you build a better life. Your day is not random. It is decided early, before the noise, before the pressure, before the world gets a say. Win the first hour. The rest has no choice but to follow. Lose it, and you spend the day chasing control you already gave away. This is not about waking up early. This is about waking up intentionally, because the first hour doesn't ask who you are, it reveals it. Tomorrow morning, don't try to change your whole life. Just win the first hour. Wake up with purpose. Even if it's just 10 minutes earlier. Sit in silence. Think clearly. Decide who you're going to be before the world tells you who to become. And if this message resonated with you, stay with Awaken Mindset, because this is just the beginning. Your transformation doesn't start. Someday it starts. It's the moment you open your eyes.